Greetings, fans, and welcome to tonight's Broncos Broadcasting Network Boys Varsity Basketball Contest between the 7-5 Davenport Broncos and the 11-4 Discovery Spartans. I'm John Garrison. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be tonight. The Broncos are currently in the middle of a three-game winning streak, including a 64-15 victory against the Ridgeview Global Studies Academy this past Monday. Broncos have outscored their opponents 193-110 during this three-game winning streak. The Spartans are currently on a winning streak of their own, although be it one game, after defeating the Haines City Hornets 55-42 yesterday. Will Starworth led all scorers with 19 points, 15 of those points coming from three-point range, where he shot 5 for 9. Trayvon Osborne had 16 points. The Spartans shot 10 for 16 from the charity stripe last night. So when it comes down to it, that is where games are won and lost, is from the free throw line. The Spartans are an incredible free throw shooting team. Overall for the Spartans, Trayvon Osborne is the leading scorer, averaging 19.4 points per night. Will Starworth has 13.9 points per night, and Willie Wilson averages 11.1 points per night. Against common opponents, the Broncos are 3-2 and the Spartans are 4-1. The Spartans defeated Lake Region on December 2nd, 62-30. Haines City the next night on December 3rd, 57-54. Frostproof on December 14th, 81-72, before falling to Frostproof on their first game on the 2022 calendar back on January 7th. That score is 74-63. And they rebounded to beat Haines City yesterday by a score of 55-42. Now the Broncos, on the other hand, they've defeated Haines City. They beat them on December 7th by a score of 54-45. Beat Lake Region 47-33 on December 9th before falling to Ridge the next night 63-56. Falling to Frostproof on 46-48 on December 16th and beat Lake Region this past Friday 68-55. As we look around at our standings by percentage points, Discovery is the number one team in the 4A District 7 division. Discovery is 2-0 against the division. We've already mentioned their 11-4 record overall. By percentage points, Mulberry is in second place with a 6-4 record, despite going 0-1 in 4A division play. Davenport and McKeel are tied for third with 7-5 records. In the division, McKeel is 2-0, Broncos are 1-0. Tenorock is in fifth with a 4-5 record. Lake Region rounds out the 4A division. They currently have a 3-14 record. As we get ready for the opening tip, 8 minutes are on the clock. Both of these teams are extremely fired up. Keys to victory. If you're the Broncos, you have to stop the scoring attack that the Spartans are going to put up. They're going to try to shoot 3 after 3 after 3, as we saw in the JV game. On the flip side, you need to limit the Spartans to shots from the free throw line. The Broncos have been doing a little hack attack for the last few games. They need to rein that in as today goes. Broncos, for them to win, they need to make sure that they are boxing out the Spartans. Make sure the Spartans are given one opportunity for a shot and one opportunity only. Teams are coming onto the court. The Broncos will be wearing their home white for the first half. They will be shooting to the basket to the left. The Spartans from Discovery wearing the away black. They will be shooting to the basket to the right. Vanderveer will be jumping the ball for the Broncos. Going against Matthews for the Spartans. Third official has made their way out. Varsity games typically do have 3 officials, and we will have that for tonight's varsity contest. Coach Jones giving the last instruction for the Broncos. The referees look to be ready to go. Fist pump is on. Check with the book, check with the official scorer. Everything seems to be in check. So again, it'll be Matthews for the Spartan, Vanderveer for the Broncos. Both teams playing for a defensive tip with no players on the other side of half court. Vanderveer seems to have the height advantage in the opening tip. Ball is up, and it is tipped back to the Broncos, and they will begin possession. Coming off of the pick was Butler. Butler kicks it to Ramirez. Ramirez gets it to Raglan Moore. Chase coming off of the pick, gets it back to Butler. Butler driving in, trying to come off of that screen. Broncos trying to set another pair of screens. Gets to Ramirez, back to Butler. Butler now looking to advance, and he has to. Gets it back to Ramirez. Ramirez looking down, gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer kicks it to Butler. Butler kicks it down low. Shot goes up, and that shot does not go, and we are going the other way. Three-point shot goes up, and just like that, Stallworth hits his first three of the game. Spartans are up 3-0. Butler taking his time coming up, being forced to go to left, but still going right. Raglan Moore has it, looking down, kicks it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it back to Butler. Butler down to Raglan Moore. Chase's shot goes up, does not go. Rebounded by the Spartans, and we are going the other way. Osborne kicks it up to try to start that fast break. Shot does not go. A nice rebound by Bartlett, and we are going the other way. Still 3-0. Broncos started on the fast break, but then pulled it back. Raglan Moore dribbling with his left. Hands it off to Butler. Butler gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer gets it. Quick passing down low. Gets it back to Butler. Butler now from the top of the key. Butler looking down. He is driving. Spins to his left. Still with the ball. Has to advance. He got away without that 5-second violation being called. Raglan Moore has it driving to his right. He has a lane. Tries to kick it out, and he does to Ramirez. Ramirez, a shot goes up, does not go. Spartans come down with the rebound. That is Stallworth. Kicks it up to Osborne. Osborne on that far side. Gets it back to Stallworth. We already talked about how Osborne and Stallworth can shoot from behind that arc. Gets it down low, back to Stallworth. Stallworth kicks to the top of the key from Osborne. Osborne shoots, his three-point shot goes up, it goes. And just like that, it is 6-0 Spartans. So just as we said in our opening, the Broncos need to prevent these three-point shots. You need to start to contest it. And we're going to have a foul by the Spartans. That was going to be on number 4, Stallworth. That'll be his first, and the first by the Spartans. So Broncos were inbounded on the far sideline, just in front of half court. Gets it down to Raglan Road. Raglan Moore, rather, now with the ball top of the key, gets it to Butler. Butler skips it to Raglan Moore, coming in, goes to his left, comes off of the pick. Into the corner, Butler for three. That shot goes up, that one goes. Lead is cut in half. It is now 6-3. Awesome three-pointer by Butler. Spartans taking their time coming up. That is Osborne. Osborne picks up his dribble, able to get it over to Bartlett. Bartlett gets it to Wilson III. Spartans starting with a motion offense. Gets to Wilson III. He starts to drive. He picks up his dribble. That one does not go. And the Broncos are going the other way. 2-2 opportunity. That layup goes up. That layup by Raglan Moore does not go. And the Spartans are now going the other way. They do not have numbers as that pass for Osborne does not go. Raglan Moore able to come back to get the ball up to Butler. Butler tries to get it up to Vanderveer, but we are now going the other way. 2 on none. Osborne with the dunk. It is now 8-4. 8-3 rather for the Broncos. Broncos should only have 3 on the board. They do now. Three-point shot goes up, does not go by Ramirez, and we are going the other way again for the Spartans. But that's going to be taken away by Butler. Broncos on a 3-1. Butler kicks it back to Raglan Moore. Chase's shot goes up, does not go. Rebound by Vanderveer, and he is going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul is going to be called on number 11, Matthews. That is going to be his first and the second on the Spartans. So Vanderveer looking for his first points of the night. Vanderveer's first shot goes up. First shot does not go. Substitution in for the Spartans as Muelva checks in. Vanderveer's second shot is up. That one does not go, so Vanderveer misses both shots from the free throw line. Spartans now taking the ball up court. That is Osborne. Hagenmore trying to make him go left, but gets it to Bartles. Bartles driving by. Broncos switch coming off of the pick. From the top of the key, Stallworth again for three. That one's going to be short. Broncos coming up with it, going the other way. That is Butler. Butler's going to try to take it himself. Skies, it does not go. Rebound by Vanderveer, and that one will fall. It is 8-5, 3:05 to go here in the opening quarter. Back and forth we go as Stallworth comes up with the ball. Passes it to Osborne. Osborne leads all scorers with 5 points tonight. Gets it into the corner. Muelba has it. Back to Osborne. Three-point shot goes up. That does not go. Rebounded by the Broncos. Huge rebound for the Broncos. Hagenmore kicks it into the corner. Gets it to Vanderveer. That ball is going to be loose. And it's going to remain Broncos possession. 2:37 to go here in the opening quarter. Substitution for the Spartans as Duvier comes in. On the flip side, Broncos also making a substitution as Negron checks in. Ramirez will go ahead. We'll take a quick rest for the Broncos. Broncos were inbounded on the near sideline right in front of the Spartans bench. Gets to Vanderveer. Vanderveer hands it off to Butler. Butler now driving down behind the back pass to Vanderveer. Back to Butler. Butler's going to set up the offense. Vanderveer calling for the screen. But no screen is needed. Now coming off of a few screens, that's Hagenmore. Pass it down low. That shot goes up. Does not fall for Negron. And we are going the other way for the Spartans. Three-point shot goes up. Blocked by Vanderveer. Huge block by him. Butler now taking it down. Spins around. That layup goes up. That one goes in. 8-7. Butler with his 5th point of the night. We have a 1-point lead. Excellent defense leading to amazing offense by the Broncos. Osborne now driving down that right-hand side. He is double teamed. Layup goes up, does not go. Broncos come down with the ball. Butler fires it up, gets it to Hagenmore. Tries to get it to Vanderveer, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And officials are going to talk about it, as Coach Jones is absolutely going bonkers, saying that ball was tipped. And after the referees go ahead and talk about it, it will go to the Broncos. So excellent job by the officials to go ahead and discuss the play. Definitely what you want to see. That ball, unfortunately, is going to be thrown right to the Spartans by taken away by Butler. Butler sets up for three, and that's going to be an air ball, but Broncos able to come up with the rebound. Butler with the ball top of the key. 1:25 to go in the opening quarter. Gets to Vanderveer, who promptly throws it out of bounds. 1:20 to go. Spartans leading this one by a score of 8-7. And so far, this game has been everything we thought it would be. Duvier goes ahead and passes it into Osborne. He is going to take his time, bringing it up the court. Hagenmore is set to get him. Quick passing down. That's to Bartlett. Bartlett gets it down to Wilson III. His shot goes up. That one falls. 10-7. Spartans now coming off of a man-to-man press. Hagenmore goes to his right. He comes off of the pick by Vanderveer. His jumper from the free throw line extended does not go. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Butler. Butler gets it back to Hagenmore. Chase will slow down the offense. Going down that far sideline, hands it off to Butler. Butler now driving and picks up his dribble, gets it down to Vanderveer. Vanderveer scores 10-9. 4th point of the night for Vanderveer. 30 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Osborne and the Spartans might be holding for the last shot of the quarter. Or maybe not. That three-point shot does not go. Rebounded by Osborne. Spinning shot. That one goes 12-9. Osborne with 7 on the night. 10 seconds to go. Raggan Moore and the Broncos need to drive down. Gets to Vanderveer. Back to Raggan mode. Moore. He gets to Vanderveer. Vanderveer's layup is not going to go, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on Vanderveer with 3.1 seconds to go. Referee went and signaled offensive foul, but it's not going to be. It's going to be on number 15, Duvier. That's going to be his first, third on the Spartans. So Vanderveer going to the line. He is 0 for 2 from the line tonight, with 4 points, 3.1 to go. So Vanderveer just needing to settle down. Take a quick breath. No rush to shoot this free throw as the Broncos look to cut the lead to 2. Second shot goes up, second shot does go. 12-10, and that is going to do it for the opening quarter. Your score after one, the Spartans 12, your Davenport Broncos 10. And what a first quarter it was, scoring all over the place. The Spartans coming exactly as advertised. Coming out, hitting 3 after 3. You had Osborne and Stallworth each with 3 points. Your leading scorers for the Spartans, Osborne has 7. Stallworth has 3. Wilson has 2. Those are the 3 leading scorers for the Spartans. So we expected points out of them. On the flip side, for the Broncos, Vanderveer and Butler, each with 5 points. So 12-10 as we take a look at the foul situation. Really no foul trouble. Broncos have yet to commit a foul. Spartans each only have 1 in Stallworth, Matthews, and Duvier. So Broncos definitely need to continue to have that defense that they had that opening half, holding the Spartans to 1 shot and 1 shot only. We also saw an amazing block that went the other way. Vanderveer skying to make sure that a 3-point attempt by Stallworth did not go. So the Spartans will get in the ball to begin the second quarter. 8 minutes are on the clock. Spartans will inbound it from the far sideline. Again, Spartans in the black. They'll be shooting to the basket on the right. Broncos in the home white. They'll be shooting it to the basket on the left. Stallworth looking to inbound the ball for the Spartans, and we are underway here in the second quarter. Osborne gets it to Bartles. Quick passing around Stallworth. His running shot goes up, and that's going to be a 2-point shot by Stallworth. His 5th point of the night. It is now 14-10. Butler taking his time coming up, trying to break the press, and he does to Ramirez. Ramirez back to Butler. Butler pointing at Ramirez, trying to get his attention. Butler gets it in the corner. Raggan Moore has that ball kicked away. Broncos will get possession under their own basket. 7:28 to go here in the opening half. 8:17 here in the East. John Shigaris here with the Broncos Broadcasting Network. As always, we thank you for joining us wherever you may be. Broncos coming off of a stack, and there is going to be a 5-second violation called on the Broncos. So Broncos looking to try to settle down. Duvier will inbound it on the near side of the baseline. $7:28 to go, looking to inbound it, and he gets it. Osborne coming up that far sideline. Quick handoff to Wilson III. He drives. Running shot does not go. Foul is going to be called on 1-5. Wilson's first free throw goes up, first free throw goes. It's now 15-10. Spartans now expanding that lead. Broncos throwing 4 down toward the paint to get the rebound. Second shot goes up, that one rolls around before going in, 16-10. And that ball is going to be taken out of bounds. And just like that, the Spartans are getting possession back. Momentum starting to wear a black jersey as the Spartans inbound it on that far sideline. Quick pass into Osborne. Osborne looking down. You know he can shoot. Coming off of the pick, he now goes to his left. His shot goes up. That one is in and out and rebounded by Ramirez. Butler with some fancy footwork passes it down low. That shot goes up, but no good. And the Spartans coming up with the ball. But a quick double team for Duvier, but he is able to dribble out of it. And that ball is going to be knocked away by Vanderveer. Butler goes up with the layup. That does not go. Rebounded by Duvier. Stallworth slowing down, gets it to Osborne. Osborne kicks it down low. Duvier's layup goes up. That one goes in, 18-10. First points of the night for Duvier. And just like that, the Broncos are going to be forced to call a timeout. 6 straight unanswered points for the Spartans to begin that second quarter, and it will be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Jones. So everything that the Broncos had in that first quarter with their defense lacking during that first 90 seconds of the second quarter. So a pristine opportunity for Jones to call that timeout, try to get his club refocused. It's an 8-point lead. What you're going to have to imagine, he's telling his team there is no need to throw a 3-point shot up. Things that we started to see in that JV game when the JV Broncos started to get close and all of a sudden, hey, here's 3 after 3 after 3, and you don't need that. One possession at a time. Broncos will have that ball inbounded. That is Ragan Moore. Chase gets it back to Butler. Butler back to Ragan Moore. Ragan Moore down into the corner, gets it down to Vanderveer. Vanderveer spins, gets his own rebound, tipped back in, 18-12. 7 points on the night for Vanderveer. He's definitely one of the Broncos would love to see come alive. Stallworth from the top of the key, 6 minutes and change here in the first half. Wilson kicks it down low to Duvier. Duvier tries to pass to Bartles, but that's going to be taken out of bounds right through Bartles' hands. Broncos getting the ball back, under 6 to go with a 6-point deficit. Broncos trying to hustle it up the court. Gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer kicks it back into the corner. Back up to Butler. Butler is double teamed. Quick pass into the corner. Smith is being double teamed. Gets it back to Butler. Butler driving baseline. Gets it back to Smith. No good. And that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will stay there as it was knocked out of bounds by Osborne. Spartans will make a substitution as Moella makes his way into the ball game. Wilson III will go ahead and he will take a rest. Broncos with the stack on the far side of the paint. Quick break and they will throw it into the backcourt as Butler gets it and receives it. 5:30 to go here in the opening half. Butler with a crossover coming off of the pick. Pick and roll looked to be there as Vanderveer drove but was not seen. That ball is knocked loose. Broncos come back up with it. Smith will now drive. That left-handed layup goes up. Too strong, no good. Ball is loose. Vanderveer comes up. That shot goes. Whistle on the play where we have to see if they're going to count in the basket. That was going to be on number 24, Bottles. That'll be his first and the fourth on the team. They will say that basket by Vanderveer will go. So it is currently 18-14. 9 points on the night for Vanderveer. 1 for 4 from the stripe. That one goes off the front of the rim. And the Spartans are going the other way. And Starworth wasn't looking for that pass as it sailed right by him and out of bounds. Broncos will try to take advantage of the turnover. Spartans with another substitution. 5 and change here in the opening half. Butler calling his play and slowing the tempo down. Going to his left, coming off of the pick by Vanderveer. Gets to Smith. Smith coming off of the pick, now spins to his right, kicks it back. Ramirez has it, that ball is loose, and the Spartans are going the other way. That is Osborne. And that will be a foul on Vanderveer. That is going to be Vanderveer's first. One thing we have seen with Vanderveer, he definitely plays with a ton of emotion. We saw that on the football field. We are now seeing that on the basketball court. Not afraid to show his emotion out there. And as we saw often on the football field, that helped bring the Broncos up. Osborne's second shot goes up. That one goes 19-14. Butler with the ball, slowly bringing the ball up, going to his right. Has picks ready either way, gets a pick by Vanderveer. Hands it off to Smith, down low to Vanderveer. Left-handed layup, that one goes 19-16. 11 points for Vanderveer, have yourself a half. Kicks it in the corner for Osborne. Osborne looking around as the wheel play is run. Duvier kicks it over to Stallworth. The Spartans are running the wheel play that Duke and Kentucky both made famous. Coming off of the double pick, that shot goes up. That one does not go. Rebounded by Vanderveer. The Broncos could tie it up on this possession. Butler kicks it into the corner. Gets it around to Butler. Butler calling his play. 3:56 to go in the opening half. Smith coming from the top of the key. Hands it off to Ragan Moore. Chase going to his left. He's not able to drive. Looked at that, he wanted to get it to Butler, and now he does. Kicks it in the corner, the drive, the layup, that one goes, and it is a 1-point game, 19-18. Awesome basket by Smith, his first points of the night. 3-point prayer is not answered. Broncos come up with the rebound. Live by the three, die by the three. Butler, great boxing out to make sure Ragan Moore came up with it. His jumper goes up. Broncos have the lead, 20-19. Ragan Moore with an amazing lay-in. Spartans might want to start thinking about a timeout. Osborne on the far sideline. That ball is going to be taken away by Vanderveer. Up to Ragan Moore, and he is going to be nailed in the face. 3:02 to go here in the opening half. And Butler trying to get this crowd into it. Foul is going to be called on number 15, Duvier. That's going to be his second, fifth one on the team. Broncos are going to inbound it on the far sideline. Free throw line extended, gets it to Butler. Butler will have pressure. Between the legs, now spins. Hands it off to Ragan Moore. Ragan Moore drives in. He kisses it high off the glass, no good. Vanderveer can't get it to go. Spartans have the ball loose. Vanderveer tried to get the second effort, but to no avail. And they're going to have a traveling violation called by the Spartans. So Momentum definitely now wearing a white jersey. Ragan Moore will go ahead. He will inbound it on the far sideline. 2:42 to go here in the opening half. Again, this game coming as advertised. We knew it was going to be a close game based on how these teams have played recently, on how they have played against common opponents. Butler spinning to his right. He's now driving in, and there's going to be a foul called. Foul is going to be called on Stallworth. That is going to be his second. Team has 6. So from this point forward, the Broncos will be going to the free throw line. Broncos were inbounded on the near sideline. Smith needs to get it in as that ball was thrown by the referee. Butler gets it in the backcourt. 2:27 to go here in the first half. Butler comes off of the pick. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Smith. And that's going to be the first one on Smith. Coach Jones cannot believe it. Osborne has it. Now dribbles into the paint, gets it to Stallworth. Stallworth driving in. Kicks it back out to Bartlett. Bartlett's coming in, kicks it back into the corner. Three-point shot goes up, that does not go. Broncos trying to come down with the rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Duvier, and the Broncos will end up getting possession. Negron will go ahead, he will check in, and Ramirez will take a rest. 2:07 to go here in the opening half. Broncos leading this one by a score of 20-19. Looked like the Spartans were going to apply pressure and then back down. Ragenmore gets it over the half court, gets it back to Butler. Down low to Vanderveer. Vanderveer's layup goes up. That one goes. It's now a 3-point lead, and Vanderveer has become a highlight reel tonight. Osborne, turn jumper, that one goes no good. Vanderveer coming up with the rebound, going the other way. That's Ragenmore. He will go ahead, he will hold. Vanderveer calling for the pick, but gets it to Butler at the top of the key. Butler looking down low. 3-point lead for the Broncos, minute and a half to go in the first half. Butler coming off of the pick. Pick and roll is a no. Back to Smith. Smith has that picked off, and we are going the other way. Layup is up, and that one is going to fall by Osborne, and we have a 1-point lead, 22-21. Butler gets it to Ragenmore, and Chase is going to slowly bring the ball up that far sideline. Goes to his left. Continue to go and kicks it into the corner. 3-point shot goes up. That is not going to fall by Negron, and we are going the other way. Stallworth gets it, but he is stopped by Butler. Great defense by Butler to prevent that fast break opportunity. Osborne now gets it near that half-court line. 48 seconds to go here in the opening half. Duvier has it, kicks it back. That shot goes up, does not go. Rebounded by Vanderveer. Broncos going the other way. Smith might have almost been called for a backcourt violation there. That's an awkward pass, but Butler is able to come up with it, and the shot that turned into the pass just shows that Butler will never give up on a play. And just like that, the Broncos will call a timeout as Coach Jones did not like the way things were developing down in the closing seconds of this first half. And it's going to be a full timeout. Wow, wow, wow. This game. So if you're just tuning in, at the end of the first quarter, the Spartans were ahead 12-10. In this quarter, it has become the Vanderveer show, throwing up 8 points for the Broncos. 13 points overall. Vanderveer coming alive in a time when they need him. Other scores for the Broncos: Butler has 5. Smith and Ragenmore each have 2. Osborne has 10 for the Spartans. Stallworth has 5. Wilson III has 4. And Duvier has 2. But have yourself a half, Brinley Vanderveer. When he is zoned in, there is no better player that has ever worn a Bronco uniform, be it on the football field as the lone senior quarterback, or now wearing the basketball jersey. So the Broncos will get the ball on the far sideline. And it will be Smith inbounding the ball. Butler goes back into the backcourt. And that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Smith is not able to hold on possession. Spartans with a substitution as Muewa Jr. checks in. 18.7 to go. Assuming the Spartans are going to hold for the last shot of the half. Based on the scoreboard, it looks like the Spartans will have possession to begin the second half. 3-point shot goes up. That one is not going to go by Wilson III. Vanderveer. Vanderveer's half-court shot does not go. And based on the game he was having, it would not have surprised me whatsoever if that one would have fallen. We will go to the half. Broncos on top by a score of 22-21. We will be right back here on the Broncos Broadcasting Network. And what a first half from Davenport High School. Your score at halftime, the Davenport Broncos 22, the Discovery Spartans 21. This is exactly what we thought we were going to have. As we talked in the opening, there were 3 scores that the Broncos had to shut down. They have shut down 2 of them. Stallworth only having 5 points. Wilson III only having 4 points. Osborne has gone wild for the Spartans. He has 10 points. But the Broncos, during that second quarter where they went ahead and took that lead, starting to box out, starting to get those big plays going, getting the fast break opportunities. Butler was incredible with the ball. Ragan Moore was incredible with the ball. As we look at our points from the first half, first for the home Broncos, Brindley Vanderveer leading all scorers with 13 points. Butler has 5. Smith and Ragan Moore each coming in with 2 points. On the flip side, for the Spartans, we already mentioned Osborne has 10, Stallworth has 5, Wilson III has 4, and Duvier has 2. Intense back and forth action. This is exactly what you want to see out of high school athletics. Back and forth, and that's exactly what we thought we were going to get in this game, coming exactly as advertised. Foul trouble for the Broncos, really no foul trouble. Smith, Ramirez, and Vanderveer each with 1 foul. On the flip side for the Spartans, Stallworth and Duvier each have 2. Matthews and Bartles each have 1. As we cross over 1 minute until we go into the third quarter. So as we talked about our keys to victory before this game, Broncos had to make sure the Spartans got 1 shot and 1 shot only. And they have done an incredible job tonight of boxing out and limiting those shots. Brindley Vanderveer, what can we not say about him? His coming out party absolutely running amok on the scoreboard with 13 points, 2 huge blocks, and a number of huge picks in which Butler was able to dish that ball down low. Everything that Vanderveer could be doing correctly tonight, he has been doing. And I have said this all year from our football games until now. My only regret with Vanderveer is that he's a senior, and I'm not going to get to call his games for more than 1 year. The lone senior on this Broncos team. 8 minutes now on the clock as we get ready for the second half. Again, Broncos leading this one by a score of 22-21. John Garrison, thank you for buckling in with us tonight. And definitely make sure you buckle in. This is going to be a wild second half. Referee is discussing now. They blow the whistle, and we are ready to start this second half. Again, huge back and forth action to end the second quarter. We'll see how that will translate going into the third quarter. Broncos wearing the white jerseys, they will be shooting to the basket to the right. Spartans wearing the black jerseys, they'll be shooting to the basket to the left. It's actually going to be the Broncos that are going to end up getting possession. Broncos coming around, and they get it down to Vanderveer, and that one's going to get knocked out of bounds. Broncos will get it under their own basket. 7:57 to go here in the third quarter. Broncos calling for a stack. Broncos are getting the ball. Stack on the near side of the paint. Gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer backing in. Kicks it back out. Back to Ragan Moore. Chase getting dangerously close to half-court line. Now driving in. That ball is loose. He's holding on for dear life. Kicks it down low to Ramirez. And he's going to be called for a traveling violation. 7:43 to go. Broncos leading 22-21. So the Broncos defense is going to need to come alive now to get a huge stop as Osborne dribbles the ball over half court. Osborne coming off the pick and now is quickly double teamed. Dishes it down low to Stallworth. Stallworth goes to his left. That shot goes up. And there's going to be a foul called on Brindley Vanderveer. And Vanderveer needs to stop jumping around as he gets warned by that official. Again, we talk about Vanderveer playing with his heart on his sleeve. That's going to be the second foul on Vanderveer. First one on the team. Stallworth to shoot a pair. He has 5 points on the night, First free throw does not go. Spartans are now 3 for 5 for the night from the charity stripe. Second shot is up, and we are tied at 22 apiece. Spartans on a full-court press. Moore breaks it down to that far sideline. He is double-teamed. Quick dish into the corner to Ramirez. Three-point shot goes up, does not go. Rebounded by the Broncos. Stripped loose by the Spartans. And Wilson III is going to take it out of bounds. So Broncos will get possession on that far sideline. 7:11 to go here in the third. Tied up at 22. Gets it into Vanderveer. Vanderveer trying to get it to Moore. He doesn't. Vanderveer is now going to try to drive. He spins, passes it down low. Layup goes up and in. Incredible passing there by Vanderveer. 24-22. And there's going to be a blocking foul called on the Broncos. That's going to be on number 2, Butler. That's going to be his first and the second on the team. Spartans will inbound it under their own basket on the left-hand side of the court. Quick inbound to Bartlett, but that ball gets loose, and there is going to be a foul on the play. And that's going to be called on Butler. That's his second as in many seconds. Third now on the team. Bartles will go to the line to shoot a pair. Tied up, or rather 24-22. First shot goes up, first shot goes. Second shot goes up, second shot does not go. Rebounded by Vanderveer, and the Broncos will take it down, up by 1. Moore driving now, bounces off. Has pressure, he's going to have to advance the ball. The foul is going to be called on number 5 for the Spartans. That's going to be Wilson III. That's going to be his first and the first on the Spartans this half. Ramirez looking to inbound the ball for the Broncos. Gets it over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer passes it to Butler. Butler from the top of the key looking down, spins around. Gets to Vanderveer. Quick top of the key, gets it to Butler. Butler looking down, gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer backing in, kicks it back out. Moore now drives in, kicks it down low. Shot goes up, no good. Broncos with their own rebound. Spartans coming away with it. And we'll go the other way. That is Osborne. Osborne, left-handed layup, goes up, and just like that, the Spartans take the lead back. 12th point of the night by Osborne. Spartans now up 25-24. Moore bringing the ball up for the Broncos, calling the play. Coming off of a pair of picks, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez now being backed off. He comes off of a pick, gets it to Butler. Butler top of the key. Coming off a number of picks, somehow keeps that left pivot foot down. He's driving in, right-handed layup, kisses off the glass, no good. Vanderveer coming down with the layup, kicks it down low, does not go, and we are going to have a foul underneath. Foul is going to be called on number 15, Duvier. That is going to be his third, second on the Spartans. First shot goes up, first shot goes. Now tied up 25-25. Back and forth, back and forth. Second shot goes up, does not go. Spartans will take the ball down. That is Osborne. Kicks it up to Stallworth. Three-point shot goes up. Three-point shot falls by Wilson III. One of those three the Broncos definitely need to look out for. Moore coming off of the pick. Vanderveer looks like he had some damage there. Another pick. Moore tries to get it away. Kicks it out to Ramirez. Ramirez has that ball knocked away, and they are going to say that Osborne got on that line. Smith will go ahead. He will check in for the Broncos. Ramirez to inbound it. Gets it to Butler. Butler looking down low, calling his play. Osborne is all over him. coming off of the double pick. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Jones. Broncos trailing 28-25. So we've been saying this entire game, you can live by the three, you can die by the three. And the Spartans are definitely doing that. Take a look at what they did in Haines City last night with all of those three-point shots they hit. Tonight, the Spartans have 3 of them that have fallen. 1 of each from their big 3. 1 from Osborne, 1 from Stallworth, and 1 from Wilson. 4:56 to go here in the third quarter. As we just pause to take in the incredible game that we are seeing here in Davenport tonight. Back and forth, exactly as this game was advertised, exactly as we thought it would be. So the Broncos were inbounded on the near sideline right next to the scorer's table. That is Ramirez going to inbound it. Broncos running a stack play. Gets down to Ragan Moore. He comes in and he will go ahead. He will pull out down to Vanderveer. Vanderveer kicks it into the corner. Ramirez's three-point shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by the Broncos and the putback by Smith. His 4th point of the night. It is now a 1-point game, 28-27. Osborne from the top of the key. Quick dishing around. That's Wilson with it. Wilson now driving. Kicks it out to Stallworth. Stallworth for 3 does not go. Rebound by Bartlett, and that one is going to go in. Broncos definitely needing to box out as this game continues to go down the stretch. Smith coming out. He has that ball knocked away, regains possession. Gets it to Vanderveer. Vanderveer hands it back to Smith. Gets it to Ragan Moore. Ragan Moore up by the logo. Goes to his left, begins to advance before cutting back. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kicks it down in the corner for Ramirez. Quick passing down low. Try to get it to Vanderveer, and the Spartans are going the other way. Quick passing down low to Bartlows, and that one is going to go in. Bottles now with 5 points in the half. It is 32-27. Vanderveer kicks it back to Ragan Moore. Chase switching to his left as he crosses half court. And they're going to call an offensive foul. And they're going to call it on Butler. That's going to be the 3rd on Butler. 3rd of this half by him, 4th on the team, and Butler will be forced to take a break on the bench. So Osborne will be bringing the ball up on that far sideline. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Osborne kicks it to Wilson in the 3rd. Over to Muelba. Motion being run by the Spartans. Stallworth, we know he's one of the 3 that can shoot the 3. Passes it to Bartles. Gets it over to Muelba. Muelba driving, kicks it back to Bartles. 3-point shot goes up. That one does not go. Rebounded by Stallworth. And Stallworth able to drive away, and Vanderveer comes up with it for the Broncos. Broncos on a 2-on-1. That shot goes up, and it's going to be a blocking foul. Count the basket. That was going to be on number 5, Wilson. That is going to be his 2nd, 3rd on the team. Smith going up for the point after. He now has 6 points on the night. As a Broncos fan, starting to get back into it with this 3-point game. Smith's shot goes up. That one does not go. Rebounded by the Broncos. Broncos just need to settle in. No need for a 3-point shot. That layup does not go. And it's going to go out of bounds on the Broncos. Spartans will bring the ball down. 2:41 to go here in the third quarter. Stallworth to inbound to Osborne. Osborne with 12 points on the night, leading scorer for the Spartans. Quick passing down low to Bartles. He throws it up, and that one does not go. Gets his own rebound. Ball is loose, and that is going to be a jump ball. And it'll be Spartans' ball. 32-29, 2:25. Very quick jump ball called there. And we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Vanderveer. Nope, knocked out of bounds. 32-29, 2:23 to go. Welba to inbound the ball for the Spartans. Kicks it to Osborne. You know Osborne can shoot driving in. His shot goes up. That one goes 34-29. 14th point on the night for Osborne. Drives it in. That's Smith, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. 2:09 to go. Foul is going to be on number 11. That is Matthews. That'll be his second foul. 4th one of the half. Broncos will take the ball under their own basket. That is Smith to inbound it. Broncos running a stack +1. Ramirez will go ahead. Now it's a pure stack on the near side of the paint. That's going to be kicked into the backcourt. 2:07 to go. Smith coming off the pick, gets it to Negron. Spins to his right, he is double teamed, needs to get rid of it, gets to Smith. Smith is driving, that layup goes up, that does not go. Rebounded by the Spartans. And just like that, the Broncos fighting for their lives to get possession back with that ball. Incredible play there, both by Smith and Vanderveer, not giving up on the play. The heart this Broncos team has is incredible. Ball is inbounded. Smith has it taken away, and we are going down. That is Mwelba Jr. Spin move, kiss it off the glass. That one goes 36-29. First points of the night for him. Spartans with a modified press that the Broncos come right through. That's Smith driving in from the paint. Kicks it out to Ragan Moore. He drives. His jumper is up, does not go. Rebounded by the Spartans. Quick fast break opportunity to Stallworth. That one is up and in, and just like that, it is a 9-point game. And Broncos will end up calling the timeout with 1:16 to go. And it will be a full timeout. So Coach Jones wanting his club to take a rest, sit down, take a breather, have some water, and reflect on what has happened during the closing minutes of this third quarter, where the Spartans have started to come alive. Osborne has 4 in this half. Wilson and Stallworth each have 3. Bartles coming out of nowhere with 5 in this half. He has 5 on the game. Wilson with 3, and Mwelba Jr. with 2 in this half alone. Vanderveer, who was red hot for the first half, is starting to come up empty in the second half. We're going to start to see if his passion can ignite this Broncos team. He is one who wears his heart on his sleeve. We saw that all season on the football field. We've seen that all year on the basketball court. As the first horn has gone off. 1:16 to go here in the third. Broncos trailing the Spartans by a score of 38-29. So Broncos will get the ball coming off of the timeout on that far sideline. It'll be Negron to throw it in. Vanderveer and Smith ready to get it as we have a press going on by the Spartans. Smith will get it in the backcourt. 1 minute and change to go here in the third quarter. Vanderveer sets the pick. Smith not able to avail. Kicks it to Ramirez. Ramirez from the top of the key. Quick handoff. Gets it to Ragan Moore. Ragan Moore now driving down. Vanderveer now goes down. Negron gets the ball. Hands it off to Smith. Smith driving with that high dribble. Vanderveer calling for the pick. Smith is driving and kicks it into the corner. That running jumper is up, and that one is going to go. 38-31. Huge points by Ragan Moore. That is going to be the 5th foul for the Spartans. Ragan Moore's shot goes up. That one goes 38-32. It is now a 6-point game. Spartans slowing this tempo way down as we approach 30 seconds to go in the third. Osborne from the top of the key looking down. Drives in, that shot goes up. That one falls by Osborne. And just like that, it is 40-32. Quick pass around, that is Smith now driving in, passes it back to Ramirez. He drives, kisses it off the glass. That one goes 40-34. Back and forth. We continue to go in Davenport. Osborne coming in, 3 seconds to go, pass it to Bartles. That shot goes up, that one does not go as we hit triple zeros at the end of the third quarter. And we continue to go back and forth. Your score after 3. The Spartans of Discovery Academy 40, the Davenport Broncos 34. If you are Coach Jones, as we try to get into the Coach Jones mindset, definitely has to be happy at how those closing minutes went. You started to see the defense start to come alive. You started to see Vanderveer start to become more electric in his defense. The thing they're going to have to look out for, Butler, who has 3 fouls, and Butler, for the most part, has been sharing point duties with Ragan Moore. So as we take a look at the foul situation, Broncos have 4 this half. The Spartans have 5 overall. In foul trouble, Butler for the Broncos has 3. Duvier has 3 for the Spartans. Scoring update, Osborne has 16. Muelba Jr. has 2. Starworth has 8. Wilson III has 7. Duvier has 2, and Bartles has 5 for the Spartans. On the flip side for the Broncos, Butler has 5. Smith now has 8, scoring 6 points in that quarter. Ragan Moore now has 5. Vanderveer still has 13. 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Broncos will inbound it from the far sideline right at midcourt. On the Spartans side of the arena, trying to get a defense chant coming. Dueling chants have been going all night for both teams. Butler has it, gets it over to Ramirez. Quick skip pass to Ragan Moore. Chase looks down, gets to Vanderveer. Vanderveer backing in. Spin, has nothing, kicks it back out, and that pass is going to be taken away. Stallworth going the other way, trying to go coast to coast, and they're going to count that basket. And that's going to be the 5th foul on the Broncos this half. Spartans making a substitution as Wilson III will come in. Matthews will go ahead and take a breath. Stallworth going for the point after. He is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Now with 10 points. That shot goes up, that one goes. 43-34, 7:32 to go in this ball game. Ragan Moore coming down, coming off of the pick. And we have a whistle on the floor. Referees discussing things over with the official scorer. Maybe trying to make sure Vanderveer was fine as he started to go sliding backwards. Smith ready to inbound the ball. He gets it to Butler. Butler looking down. 7:20 to go in the ball game. Goes left, comes off of the pick, looking down low. Butler still going, spins, and there's going to be a blocking foul. And it's going to be 1-1. Butler is going to go to the line. That's going to be called on number 1, Osborne. That's going to be his first. And 7th on the team. Butler has 5 points tonight. First shot goes up. First shot goes. When it comes to close games like this, free throws are critical. Making sure that you hit them, making sure your opponents do not go to the line. Second shot goes up, second shot goes. It is now a 7-point lead for the Spartans. As Osborne kicks it up to Muelba Jr., that shot goes up, no good. Rebound by the Broncos. Smith will hold as the Spartans drive by. Dragon Moore gets it over. Ramirez did not have all three over midcourt. That's why there was no backcourt violation. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on, or traveling violation on Butler. 43-36. Broncos now on a full court press. Osborne passes through it up to Stallworth. Stallworth gets to Wilson the third. Three-point shot does not go up. Rebound by the Spartans. That shot goes up. No avail by Bartles. 6:33 to go. Broncos are getting the ball back. Spartans on a full court press of their own. Looks to be more of a man-to-man full court press versus the diamond press that the Broncos have used on these games. Butler gets it into Dragon Moore. And just like that, the Spartans are going back. Vanderveer tries to set a pick. Vanderveer now driving. He will come off of a pick and then drop back. Dragon Moore gets it to Smith. Smith driving down, switches to his right hand, picks up his dribble, and that is going to be a jump ball. 6:12 to go. It'll be Spartans ball on the jump ball. Stallworth inbounds it to Osborne. Osborne taking his time, coming up. 6:10 to go. As the clock has not started, now it'll start. That ball is loose. Butler tries to get on it. Butler is all over it, and the Spartans are going to go ahead and they are going to call a timeout as the Broncos defense began to swarm. It is now a 7-point lead. If you're the Broncos, if you're Butler, you need to be very careful in this situation with Butler being in foul trouble. Broncos only have 5 team fouls, so they still have a foul to give. Spartans have 7 team fouls, so the Broncos, every time they are fouled, they are going to go to the line to shoot, and they will be shooting the rest of the game. 6:05 to go here in this ball game. Discovery Spartans 43, Davenport Broncos 36. John Shigaris here on the Broncos Broadcasting Network. Again, we thank you for spending some of your Wednesday night with us. 9:08 here on the East Coast. We thank you wherever you are joining us. Osborne with the ball top of the key as we go under 6 minutes. Stallworth dishes it down low. Gets to Bartles. That shot goes up. That one rolls in. 45-36. 7 points by Bartles, all coming in this second half. Pass down low, and that one is going to go in by Smith. 45-38. Back and forth we go. Back to a 7-point lead by the Spartans. Welba Jr. gets it to Osborne. Osborne at the top of the key looking down. Osborne comes off of the pick, now driving, spins around. That shot goes up. That one finds the bottom of the basket. 47-38. Spartans still pressing as the Broncos look to bring it over half court. Dragon Moore dives in, switches to his left. Jumper goes up. Jumper falls. 47-40. Back to that 7-point lead for the Spartans. Osborne might be looking 3. Goes to his left, now he's driving, has an open lane. Shot goes up, does not go. Gets his own rebound, somehow gets it away when there were 4 Broncos around. Dragon Moore tries to save the ball, but he lands out of bounds, and the Spartans will get the ball under their own basket. 4:38 to go in this ball game. Welba Jr. to inbound the ball for the Spartans. Kicks it back to Osborne. Osborne going to his left and looking down low. 4:30 to go in this ball game. Now switching to his right, kicks it out. That's Stallworth, kicks it down. Does not go, rebounded by the Broncos. Moore taking his time and now applying the pressure. Tries to get you down low. Butler comes up with the ball. That layup goes up, and that one goes in, 47-42. Now a 5-point game. And the Broncos cheerleaders coming alive, trying to get the crowd into it. Welba Jr. driving, his left-handed layup does not go. Rebounded by Vanderveer. Broncos trying to come up. Raglan Moore drives past one. That one does not go, and there will be a foul underneath. 3:44 to go in this ball game. Eighth foul of the half for the Spartans. Broncos looking to cut this lead. Currently Broncos down by 5. The first shot does not go. And the Spartans fans are letting them hear it. Raglan Moore and Smith now coming in. Raglan Moore making sure to pat his back as he goes. Let him know that every shooter has been there. Second shot goes up, second shot does not go. Spartans now coming down with it. 3:40 to go, 5-point game. Spartans leading this one, 47-42. Osborne dishes it down low to Stallworth. Back up to Osborne. Osborne back to Mwelba, now back to Osborne. Raglan Moore all over him. Coming off the pick, Osborne's now driving in. And they're going to call a foul on the play. They're going to call that on number 12, Smith. That's going to be his second. Team now has 6. So from this point forward, everyone will be shooting. As Smith trying to plead his case to the referee. Welba Jr. will inbound it under the Spartans' own basket, looking down, trying to get it in. Gets it to Osborne. Osborne driving in with his right. That shot goes up. That one does not go. Osborne gets his own layup. Gets his own layup again. And it looks like Vanderveer is going to get called for the foul. Or they're going to call a jump ball. Excellent defense by Vanderveer jumping into that play. 5-point lead for the Spartans. 3:06 to go. Broncos coming down the court. Pass down low is going to be deflected, and it'll go back down for the Spartans. Broncos not able to take advantage of that turnover. And we have a whistle on the court. Broncos will try to get a substitution in during this whistle. They do. That'll be Negron who will check in for the Broncos. 2:56 to go here in the ball game. Stallworth looking to inbound and gets it to Bartlett. Bartles with the ball back, now driving down, and that's going to be an offensive foul called on Bartles. Excellent defense by the Broncos to take that charge. 9th foul on the team. Broncos now looking to take advantage of that mistake by the Spartans. Butler grabs a towel to go ahead and dry some of the paint off. And make the expression, this is like watching paint dry, but I really don't need to. It's self-explanatory. Butler throws the towel back, and we are ready to go. 2:50 to go. Broncos trailing the Spartans 47-42. Broncos with possession. Ball is inbounded to Smith. He will take it himself. Driving down with his right hand. He is stopped by Osborne. Raglan Moore will get it from the top of the key. 2:35 to go. Quick collision, but Raglan Moore able to hold on to the ball. Tries to get it down to Vanderveer, but Vanderveer is going to step out of bounds, and the Spartans will get the ball back. 2:29 to go here in the fourth. Again, as we have mentioned all game, the Spartans an incredible free throw shooting team. You have to imagine that'll come into effect as this game goes on. Osborne spinning around, that ball is loose. Off to Bartles, that shot goes up, no good. Bartles gets his own rebound driving in. Pass it out to Muelba Jr., he drives in, that shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by the Spartans, and the Broncos have forgotten how to box out. And another rebound by Duvier, and he's going to go to the line. That's going to be called on Vanderveer. That is going to be his third and the 7th on the team. Mir is getting ready to check in for the Broncos. That'll be Duvier to shoot the 2. He has 2 points on the night. First shot goes up. First shot does not go. As the Spartans inch closer and closer to that three-point arc in case they're able to get the rebound off of this free throw, providing it does not go in. Duvier's second attempt goes up. That one does not go. And the Spartans again coming down with the rebound. That is Osborne. And that's going to be a 30-second timeout from the Spartans. So almost a gift for the Spartans to give Coach Joan an opportunity to talk to his team about boxing out. Because we have seen the Spartans get shot after shot after shot, and that has not been happening throughout the course of this game. And you are absolutely, if you can hear Coach Jones, absolutely screaming at his players to get the rebound. He's over there hopping around telling the players, hey, you're not rebounding, you're just bouncing around like a bunny. Coach Jones using all of those analogies to his 1:53 to go in this ball game. The Spartans leading this one by a score of 47-42. The Spartans will end up getting the ball as we come out of this timeout. So Broncos definitely needing that passion and fire to light in these closing minutes of tonight's game. Again, this is our first of 2 different broadcasts here this week on the Broncos Broadcasting Network. Tomorrow night, we head to the soccer field as the girls are in action. Girls soccer team will be going against Lake Wales. Into the corner, driving in is Osborne. Osborne's jumper is not going to go. And a foul on the Broncos. And again, you're starting to see that passion erupt, but Smith probably wanting to dial it in. And referee going ahead and getting rid of some fans. 1:47 to go. Again, both teams will be shooting from this point forward. Osborne is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. We have a 5-point game, 1:47 to go in the ball game. Coach Jones trying to plead his case. Officials making sure that the one that was just ejected from the game, fan-wise, does not come back in. As we reset, 47-42, 1:47 to go in the ball game. Osborne 1 for 2 from the line tonight. First shot's up, first shot goes. Again, Spartans being an incredible free throw team throughout this entire season. Second shot is up, second shot falls. It is now back to a 7-point lead as the Broncos bring the ball up the court. That is Smith. He has Ramirez and Vanderveer on the wings. Gets to Raglan Moore. Top of the key, coming off of the pick from Vanderveer. Jumper is up. Jumper does not go. Osborne comes up with it. Spartans going the other way. 1:20 to go. And Osborne is just going to take his time coming up. Running time off the clock as now the Broncos apply the pressure. Quick skip pass over to Stallworth. Stallworth has some pressure. Gets to Osborne. That one's going to be tipped away. Going the other way. The jumper is up, and that's not going to go by Smith. But Smith is going to go to the line to shoot. Foul's going to be called on number 4, Stallworth. That is going to be his third. Team now has 10. So Smith will go to the line to earn the points the hard way from the free throw line. He is 0 for 1 from the stripe tonight with 10 points. First shot goes up. First shot does not go. Negron will check back into the game, and Ramirez will take a seat. On the flip side for the Spartans, Wilson III will check back in. Duvier will go ahead and take a rest. 1 minute and change to go in this ball game. 7-point lead. Spartans leading 49-42. Second shot goes up. Second shot goes. It's now a 6-point lead. Broncos running with the full court pressure. Spartans now have numbers as they broke that press. Stallworth dishes it into the corner. Wilson III looking around. The foul is going to be called on number 2, Butler. That's going to be the 9th on the team. And Butler now with his 4th. So Wilson III will go to the line. He is 2 for 2 tonight from the charity stripe with 7 points. First shot goes up. First shot does not go. Vanderveer comes down with the rebound. 45 seconds to play. Broncos down by 6. Moore driving in. Jumper kisses it off the glass, and that one goes. 4-point game, 49-45. Broncos on a full court press. Osborne with the ball. Kicks it over to Stallworth, looking down. Broncos double teaming. That ball is going to get thrown out of bounds. Broncos with the ball back. 31.4 seconds to go. 4-point game. Broncos are getting the ball on the near sideline in the backcourt. That'll be Flores to pass it in. Gets it to Butler, rather. That was Ramirez. Butler driving in, gets it to Ramirez. Skip pass over to Raglan Moore. He's driving in. His running shot goes up. That one falls. It's a 2-point game. 49-45. And the Broncos will call their final timeout. 18.6 to go. And the score is 49-47. And the Broncos wanting to know where the points are as the points go on the scoreboard, and the Broncos faithful coming alive. 19.5 seconds to go. Both teams are in the double bonus. Whoever goes to the charity stripe will be shooting 2 shots for the rest of this game. Wow. Again, as we just take a moment to go ahead and soak in this atmosphere that Davenport High has provided. Davenport cheerleaders are electric. The Broncos fans are electric. The Spartans fans have been electric. It has just been this incredible atmosphere here in Davenport. First horn is out, and the Broncos will go ahead and they will break their huddle. 19.5 seconds to go. Again, if you look at the Broncos, Butler has 4 fouls, Smith has 3, Vanderveer has 3, so a lot of foul trouble in there. Spartans will get the ball, 19.5 to go. Muelba Jr. will go to inbound it. Broncos on a full court press. Quick pass, and they get it to Wilson the third. 2-on-2. Gets to Bartles. Bartles gets it to Stallworth. And Stallworth is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line. Foul is going to be on number 23, Vanderveer. That is his fourth, team limit. So Stallworth will go to the line to shoot a pair. He is 2 for 3 tonight. Broncos cheerleaders really coming alive. Broncos faithful coming alive. First free throw goes up, first free throw falls. It is now a 3-point game, 50-47. Three-point game, 11 seconds to go. Second shot goes up, second shot does not go. Rebounded by the Broncos, 10 seconds to go. Ragenmore gets it, comes in, pulls up his dribble, and there is going to be a foul with 3.3 seconds to go. Foul is going to be on number 1, Osborne. That would be his second, team limit. So Chase Ragenmore will go to the line to shoot a pair. He is 1 for 1 tonight with 11 points. To shoot a pair, down by 3. 3.3 seconds to go. First shot goes up, first shot falls. It is now a 2-point game. It'll be interesting to see how the Broncos play this. Second shot goes up, does not go. Ball is loose, 1 point. And there should be 1.7 seconds on the clock after the foul. Foul is going to end up being on Vanderveer. That is going to be his 5th if it is on him. Team is already at the limit. They're going to put 1.2 back on the clock, 1.2. It is a 2-point lead. Definitely what the Broncos had to do in that situation. One of two situations. Did Ragenmore try to make it a 1-point game by hitting it or get it off the front of the rim? That's what he did. Unfortunately for the Broncos, the Spartans ended up coming down with it. They're going to add a little more time on it. 2.5 seconds will end up going on the clock. And Vanderveer ends up fouling out with his 13 points. And the Spartans now want an explanation about why 2.5 seconds were put back on the clock. So we're going to have a full timeout here. Again, 2.5 seconds. The Spartans will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. It is a 2-point game. Broncos with 1 timeout remaining. Spartans with 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams with 10 fouls. We will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Broncos, you have to assume, are going to go ahead and stuff this paint to go ahead and get this rebound. Should the Broncos get this rebound, providing that both of these shots don't go in, the Broncos would probably be looking to call a timeout right away to use their final timeout. And they've gone ahead and they have corrected the clock again. It is now 2 seconds that has gone on the clock. First horn has gone out. Again, Spartans 50, Broncos 48. 2 seconds to go. Spartans are at the free throw line. They are going to shoot a pair. For the Broncos, Vanderveer has fouled out. And he is the only one that has fouled out for the Broncos. Butler does have 4 fouls. Smith has 3. Number 15, Duvier will go ahead. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. He has 2 points. As the Bronco faithful comes alive. First shot goes up. First shot does not go. So it will be a one-possession game after the shot, providing the Spartans do not get the rebound. Give you a second shot goes up. That does not go. 2 seconds. Butler, last second. Hail Mary. And it goes! Oh my God! A three-pointer by Butler goes! The Broncos win it! 51-50. The Broncos are storming the court. I do not believe what we just saw. The most exciting game in Broncos history. A walk-off shot by Butler. Oh my God! Broncos take this one by a score of 51-50. Absolutely no doubt about it. That shot took off well before the buzzer went off. Oh my God, and this place has become electric. It has become unglued. Butler, who had those 4 fouls, had to play safe, comes away and somehow gets that three-pointer to fall. Oh my God. Your final score, Davenport Broncos 51, the Spartans from Discovery Academy 50. From Davenport, everyone,